Good morning, my dear students. Today we are going to see the next point in the lesson electoral process. Yesterday we had seen about the challenging in conducting free and fair elections. So, what were the challenges before the election commission? Means misuse of money takes place during the elections, and that is a big challenge before the election commission. Next, and many political parties can give the election tickets to the candidates with criminal backgrounds. That is also a big challenge before the election commission. And another major challenge is violence during the elections. So these are the main challenges before the election commission. Means misuse of money takes place to a great extent during the election, and also many political parties give election tickets to the candidates with criminal background. And another one is that the major challenge is violence during the elections. So to stop this violence, it is a big challenge, and that's why the election commission gives the order to the paramilitary forces, the district police, and to stop this violence. And another is that to retain a continuing influence on politics, leaders give election tickets to their own relatives. This practice creates a family monopoly in politics, and that is also a big challenge before the election commission. Means to retain a continuing impact on the politics, and so many political parties give the election tickets to their own relatives, and so that is why this practice creates a family monopoly. That is means it is their own ideology to give this election tickets to their own relatives, and it can create what you can say the crisis among the politics and among the political parties. That is also big challenge before the democracy and also before the election commission. Now let's move to the next point, electoral reforms. So electoral reforms, say there is necessary to reforms in electoral process to modify the electoral process. That is means election is a continuous process. The future of the democracy depends on election. So election will not be stopped, and it will be continuous process. And because the future of the democracy depends on election, electoral process becomes reliable if election process gets improved. Some reforms are suggested below, and what will be its effects according to you. So means some improvements are necessary in the electoral process, and so electoral process and also some reforms suggested below. That is why what will be the effects according to you when there will be the reforms, when there will be the improvement, when there will be the some changes in the electoral process. So what will be the effects? Number one, to increase in participation of women in politics. The political parties should give 50% candidates during candidature to women candidates and try to ensure that they get elected. So modify some the improvements, some reforms are necessary in the electoral process because it is a modern age, and that is why everyone should get a chance in a political process. That is why there must be the increased participation of women. Women's participation must be there, and what will be the percentage? 50% candidature to women candidates, and they should combat the election and they ensure that they get elected. That is the responsibility of the political parties. That must be the improvement in the electoral process. Political parties should not give candidature to candidates having criminal background. And what will be the reforms in the political process, in the electoral process? That is mean the political parties should not give the tickets to the candidates those who have the criminal background. They should avoid this thing. That means must be the reforms, and they should strictly follow the decision given by the courts in this respect, because courts has given the decision to the political parties. Means political parties, whatever the political party, that it should not give the tickets to the candidates those who have the political those who have the criminal background, and that must be the reforms in the electoral process. Number 3, the government should take care of election expenses to ensure that the parties will not make misuse of money, and mismanagement of money during the election can be stopped up. So government should take care of election expenses. Means they mean to ensure that the parties will not make misuse of money, because many political parties leaders having such a belong to a landlord, and that is why they have a lot of money, and so to stop this misuse of money during the election, that is, and also to ensure that the party should not make misuse of money and mismanagement of money during the election, so it should be stopped. And last one is Representation of the People's Act should be amended so that candidates having criminal background would not be able to participate in election. Means representation of the peoples. People should know, people should aware of this thing. While during the election, if someone candidate is there and who is contest the election and who has the criminal background, means people should not give the vote to that person who have the criminal background. Means automatically we can remove this such type of the candidates from the political process, and that must be happen, and it will be the reforms in the electoral process. So these are the some reforms in electoral process, and if can it possible to reforms in electoral process, surely there will be transparent electoral process in democracy, and in the means there will be the real democracy, there will be the real government of the people. So in this way we have finished this lesson number 2, electoral process. So we have seen first lesson and working of the constitution, and second lesson electoral process. So we will study of these 2 lessons of political science. We have chapter number 1 and chapter number 2, and we will take the test on Monday of these two lessons. So thank you, and read these lessons at home carefully and solve the exercise in your notebook. Okay, thank you for listening me, and you should be ready to solve the test on Monday, coming Monday. Okay, thank you.